You're watching National Streaming Sports. Over 20 podcasts, 70 shows, and a 3.5-star rating on Roku TV.
Got yourself the Outlaw Just Wells, we do. The Outlaw Just Wells. There's not a lot on TV. So, as you might know, since I brought the extra, it's not super big, but it's a large TV that has the TJ Sports guy. Email me the link. Okay, well, hang on a second, Tej. If you go to this, hang on. I just did it. I can't email you, but I'm going to do this. Okay, the link. Hit the link is there. In fact, I will do this as well. One second. Guess I gotta. Okay, I will put it as part of the comments. So what you should be able to do is, there you go. I'm going to put it as part of the comments. Got yourself the Outlaw Josh Wells. Yes, we do. Like I said, there's not a lot on TV. Oh, there's the one. Okay. Fuck. Tom, I'm sorry. Good. The link, Tom, and I know Tom's going to come in. The original surfer. Were you like a regular on Rome? Hence the name. I dig your channel. No. The original surfer, Bob. I wasn't a regular on Rome. No. If Rome had a Captain Jack, and I'm gonna put this up. It says that you are the original surfer, Bob. Okay. Now, Bob, don't be offended. Don't be offended. Let me get these folks over there. I got Raging Raider Rhino over there and Lucia Madera over there on Instagram. Thank you for coming on Instagram. Okay. Here's the deal. And going back to Bob. Bob, I have a troll. I have a troll that changes his name a lot. I have a troll that changes his name a lot. So you always said Rackham. No, he always said no, Rackham. I watched, or I should say I listened to Rome. Rackham. But no, I'm not a original Rome guy. So yeah, but no, that I will tell you where that comes from in a minute. But before I do that, I want to say again, thank you for those folks. And I'm glad, I'm fucking glad that my tablet, new shit, man, new shit. I got my tablet out. Okay. So my tablet's over there. The TV, aka studio, is here. I should say, didn't say TV. Is it that damn Seahawk fan? No. It's not. He's actually, no. The troll is a guy by the name of Piano Man. Piano Man changes his name from one thing to the next, and he's irritating. Emac Daddy is the Seahawk fan who's a light troll, but at least he talks with authority, or at least his opinion on shit, which is cool. So that's what I say on that. But no, Emac is somebody else. And Surfer Bob says, yep, Big Link. Yeah, well, I'm not a somebody, but Big Lincoln, a.k.a. Link, is a very good friend of mine. We go back many, many, many years. He's been on my show a few times, and he did this appearance to me as a favor. And it turned out to be a very, very good show. And I hope you had a chance to watch it and tell your friends, Surfer Bob, because again, I like talking about, I like talking sports with other fans. Yes, it is the Charger fan, the troll. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you there, AK. Hope all is well. Other than the knees, I'm doing okay. And to my Dory, there's a kiss for Dory and Jeff. Okay. So having done that, outstanding. And I read your back notes, Tom. That's fucking great. I ain't gonna say anything. I'm gonna let you say that, because that doesn't need to come from me. It needs to come from you. So having said that, I'm going to ask my buddy T3, Tom Jones. It's not unusual to have Tom on anytime. And remember, it's Tom Jones, a.k.a. Raider Fester. StreamYard is the troll. But before, wrong one. I want to get as much on here as good. There we go. Big shot. I had the StreamYard where I can have like at least like 6, 7, 10 plugs, and they said you will be up, or you will have your normal yearly payment. And I'm like, okay, what was the yearly payment? It was like $900 fucking dollars. And I'm like, oh fuck no. So I went back down to a core, which has most of the shit that I want, and it's only like, I think the regular like $400 a year, which ain't bad. I can afford 400 a year. It was like 36 a month or something like that. 900 fucking dollars? No. What is that per? I mean, for all you math geeks out there, what is 900 divided by 12? Because that's what it was. But anyway, I said, as of right now, no. I'm doing 400. But again, we have T3 Tom Jones, a.k.a. Raider Fester on. Tom, how you fucking doing tonight, brother?
Hey, Jack, I'm good. I guess for all the listeners out or watchers out there, I need to take the hat off and show the freshly shaved Uncle Fester head.
There you go.
So I knew I was coming on, so I went ahead and did a special blade shave. So there you go. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good, and I think it's awesome that you shaved for me, and it's great.
We'll
and hopefully we haven't, hopefully we haven't lost Surfer Bob, because Surfer Bob, welcome to the show. You said you're new to the show. Thank you. And I want to go and before I salute Tom, aka Fester. People who were asking about the link, who's going to be doing color commentary. That's color commentary, not the color guy. I just, I always cringed when I heard that. Well, who's the color guy? Because the old people would say, I would hear who's the colored guy, and that's racist as fuck. So I would always say, who does the color commentary? So you don't go there. But Kirk Morrison, former Raiders linebacker from Oakland, very, very with the Oakland roots. In fact, his father, when Kirk later in his career went from the Raiders to the Jacksonville Jaguars, when the Raiders played the Jags a couple of years ago, as I went, I guess the couple of years ago might have been 10 years ago, because Kurt's been out of the league for a while. His father had his jersey, his Jacksonville Jaguar jersey on, but a Raider jacket over it, because he's a Raiders fan. He's obviously a fan of his son, but he's always a Raiders fan. So the fact that Kirk is coming back, and Kirk was doing stuff for, I don't know if it was Fox Radio or CBS Radio. He's been in the industry for a while, so he's a professional. So he will be adding the color commentary next to, and I can't remember his name, who just came over last year as the play-by-play guy. Great play-by-play guy as well. So, but thank you. There, yeah, Streamyard is a troll. Yinzer, thank you for being here, Shipmate. And we're saying some what's ups. Jay and Tom, Ed Winchell gives us our best. StreamYard doubled the price. Yep, they're trying to add more stuff to their platform, but in my opinion, is making the studio cluttered and worse. Thank you. I just went with the core value there, Superfan. $900 a month? Oh, Jeff says or $900 a year is $75 a month. Yes, I can do that, but for what I needed for, the only advantage was that I had a lot more plugs. So what I'm doing is I got 3 plugs, which is my Facebook, not profile, because I can never see commentary in my Facebook profile anywhere. I have the Facebook group, and I have my YouTube page, and I have Twitch, which are the 3. I got Instagram over here on a separate thing. So I'm good. And I tell people, hopefully, when they're going to say, if they were on my profile and they would say, well, where's Captain Jack? I said, I can't broadcast here anymore. Go to my fucking YouTube page. So there you go. Surfer Bob's still here. Good. Thank you. Yeah, 9 minutes to 12. Thank you, Yinzer. And Jeff says 75. Bruce Davis. Yeah, that's too much. 75 a month. Okay. But again, I want to say for Raider Fester, please give me that announcement that you did in the commentary, that is fucking fantastic.
And thanks, Jack. Just wanted to let you know and everybody that for those of you who've supported the Raider Roots podcast, I certainly do thank you. But I got an announcement last week that the Raider Roots podcast has been recognized as a top 15 podcast for sports history. And that's awesome. And again, lots of thanks to Heidi Stabbert, who's my producer on that. I'm putting together a two episodes on the 2023 season, and then I'll put the wraps on the 2024 season, and then we'll be fully current. So the Raider Roots, for those of you who don't know, I've taken the Raiders history and gone all the way back to the very beginning and put together episode by episode. We've just built it year by year, looking at all the results on the field and a lot of interesting stories behind the scenes. So did a lot of work on that. Started work on that about 4 years ago, and I think we're up to like 77, 78 episodes. So if you really want to do a deep dive on Raiders history to kind of get you up to speed, like I said, I'm all the way up through the 2022 season. I'm getting ready to put together a two-part on the 2023, and then of course the 2024 season won't take all that long to do.
You know what? Tom, I can help you with that. And because you do a lot of hard work on that, I can do your 2024 season. It'll last maybe 10 seconds. I'll say, hey, this is Captain Jack. I am doing an abridged version for T3 Tom Jones about the Raiders 2024 season. It sucked. Next. And go. And then maybe what was that? 15 seconds, maybe 15.
Yeah. I think of the Wedding Singer when they had the Boy George impersonator stood up and sang, and somebody from the background goes, "You suck."
Oh my goodness.
To kind of emphasize the point you had earlier, Kurt Morrison is going to be replacing Lincoln Kennedy as the analyst. So he's joining Jason Horowitz for the broadcast. So Horowitz is good. He's got a signature style. He's a young guy, so they probably will be able to keep him in the fold for a while. So
yeah,
a lot of people were kind of wondering, what kind of follow up we'd have to Brent Musburger, then obviously to the guy who did it for so many years, Papa. But
remember, Papa followed the guy. Please, somebody tell me, Old Man Willie, look at him. Thank you, because that's a lineage right there. And I know the he has even had the Snidely Whiplash mustache.
Had the handlebar mustache.
Yes, Bill King. Thank you, there, Tom
King.
and Savage. So you go from Bill King, who is a legend. Then you had Greg Papa, who was awesome. Then you had Brent Musburger. And I'm sorry, I kind of cringed. Brent came aboard first off because Greg Papa, the nice way to say this, because I want to try to keep
pissed off Mark Davis.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Tom. He said it. Wait a second. He said it. He pissed off Mark Davis. And Mark Davis said, "Oh, you want this job? Well, fuck you. You're fired." Right?
Yeah.
So he went.
He brought up the name that he never should have brought up, which is Mike Shanahan.
Oh my God. That was a losing battle right there. Thank you, there.
You know the story behind that, right?
What about Shanahan?
Yeah.
Well, I know about. There was just he said, "Hey, why haven't you paid?" I'm trying to get my tablets on Eileen. Why haven't you paid Mike Shanahan the money that your father owed him? And that Al Davis told Shanahan to fucking pack sand. So if it's along those lines, I'm sure that's what it was related to.
Well, I think if I get the story straight, I think that when the Raiders were looking for a coach, Mark Davis was thinking about reaching out to Shanahan, and Greg Papa said reached out to him critical and said your dad never would have allowed that. He never
Oh,
would
okay.
have. He never would have reached out to Mike Shanahan. That's like the dirty the dirty word. So
Okay.
that I think that's where that came about.
Okay. Well, and okay, because Al and the great Al Davis. I hate saying like Al, like I knew him. I didn't know Mr. Davis, but I kind of throw
the Raider Al Davis.
The Raider Al, yes, because the Raider patriarch Al Davis had very intensely negative dealings with Mike Shanahan and told him to go piss up a rope for the money that he owed him. I can understand why Mark said, fuck you. But to be honest, Mike Shanahan probably would have been a very good choice at the time. Although I think we got Gruden, it was Shanahan and Gruden, right? Or we ended up getting John Gruden back.
Well, yeah, I think I'm not sure the exact nature of the timeline and everything, but yeah, I'm not real positive, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, it was Mike Shanahan is I'm not going to say great coach. He is a Super Bowl winning coach, but he's not a great coach. And the fact that he destroyed RG3's career because he almost literally, I hate it when people say literally, and it's not the right term, almost literally ran him into the ground as his quarterback. Okay. And he destroyed his fucking career. That was Mike Shanahan's doing. So he was a decent coach with great teams. So he's, in that stature. And I like John Gruden. I mean, I've met John Gruden. He kind of maybe knows who I am because of when I got or pestered him for his autograph. He goes, yeah, I know you. That's not his voice, but he gave me the, yeah, I know you type thing. But I was always reticent about the John Gruden being way too fucking conservative. He would take his foot off the gas and let the other teams come back and win. So that was Gruden 1.0, and he kind of did that in Gruden 2.0. But I don't agree with his firing. That was fucked up. But a lot of shit's happened. So yeah, and Mark Davis never would sold out John Gruden in the middle of the night. No, that's a good comment.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Rio got the job. Del Rio. Okay, well, that was a bad fucking hire. That was a bad fucking hire. Jack Del Rio, instead of being first in and last out, Jack Del Rio was last in and first out.
The players liked him for a reason.
Yeah, because he was soft.
Yep.
Hey, Furpo, this is an official show because Jimmy Furpo stopped by to sell Raiders and Matt Marinovich is here. We have our quorum. Our quorum is only 2. As long as we get, I love everybody, but I'm saying it's not an official show until Furpo shows up and Marinovich shows up. I'm just saying. But I thank you for everybody.
So Furpo got his Raiders in there.
Furpo got his Raiders in there. So I cut you off, Tom. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Savage Superfan just came in and the comment said, Papa said, if Mark hires Shanahan, I'm quitting my job. I can't agree with that decision for how much I respected Al Davis. So again, he said the same thing. Al never would have brought Shanahan back. So there was just too much friction there.
Yeah. So basically, Papa fired himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like Del Rio fired himself. So there you go.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I will say this. If you're going to fire somebody, I love the way he was fired. Mark Davis goes out onto the playing field after it was the Charger game, wasn't it? It was the Charger game was the last game. I think it was the Charger. I might be mistaken. But the Raiders lose to the Chargers in the last game of that year. And Davis tells Del Rio, you're fucking fired. And It was. I don't know whether Mark Davis fired fucking what's his nuts, the guy with the Sharpie that was the Saints head coach, Dennis Allen. I don't know if he fired Dennis Allen on the field in England, but I do know that he fired Dennis Allen, and Dennis Allen took a separate flight home. That was awesome as well. If you're going to fire somebody, that's a great fuck you. You find your own way home. We paid you. You find your way home. I like that.
Rumor had it, and I'm not sure if I can verify this, but that he was actually fired at the airport.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Find your own fucking way home. Yeah. Oh, and Surfer Bob said, thank you again for Surfer Bob. My high-level guy said Greg got canned because he publicly shit on the decision to move to Las Vegas. That'll be another reason to get fucking fired. And I think it was because and I know Greg, they said Greg Papa didn't want to fucking travel back and forth.
Yeah.
And so the Musburger decision makes sense because Musburger is fucking in Vegas. He is a name. So it was.
He's Mr. Las Vegas.
Yeah. So I was going to say
he was knee deep into all the sports books and everything else. So I mean, they had a name. He was already there, so it made sense that they went ahead and turned to him, at least for the short term.
Yeah, good information from Surfer Bob, and also from and I know Savage. Mark distanced himself from during the Del Rio when Gruden got hired. Mark had great turnaround from driving to the car. Well, again, it worked out for everybody. It did. Greg Papa goes to be the voice of the whiners, so that was good for him. He didn't have to fucking leave the Bay Area, so it worked for him. We got our guy, and we went. And
Papa wasn't gonna move out of the Bay Area, and when the team moved, he wasn't gonna go with them.
Yeah. So hey, shit works out. But again, congratulations to Kirk Morrison. Remember, Lincoln Kennedy, our good friend Lincoln Kennedy, is still with the team. He's going to be doing unknown, to be determined stuff with the team. So the fact that I have a good relationship with Link, I always say, Link, what can I say? What can I not say? I always ask because I don't want to be put in that spot. Well, fuck, Cap, you put me in that bad, so I don't want, other than machine gunning questions like I did on the last interview, was like, I had 6 questions all in a row. He's like, dude, Cap, pick a question. Pick one. So there you go. Tom, talk, man. Jesus, guys, stop. Damn it, say something so I'll stop talking.
Well, what do you want to know?
Fuck.
I'm wide open. What?
Say something.
Okay. All right. So we have training camp coming up this week. The rookies have already reported, and we've got the veterans coming in on Tuesday. A lot of new faces coming in. So there were all 11 draft picks have been signed. They just signed over the weekend second round pick Jack Besh, the wide receiver at TCU. So that's the full complement of 11 players. And of course, we have a lot of undrafted free agents coming in as well. So, but between the 15 undrafted and the 11 drafted, you got quite a few new faces coming in, and that's not counting the free agents. So again, you're probably of the 90 people that are going to camp, you probably have at least half of those are brand new. Maybe even over half. So Pete Carroll's bringing in a young team. There are some decisions to be made with every position group. I think right now the biggest question mark that everybody has is the defensive backfield. Who are the 2 guys who are going to be the starters? And again, I think there are 3 names that are kind of popping up right now: Jacorian Bennett, Eric Stokes, and of course the rookie Darian Porter. So you've got 3 guys there vying for 2 spots. Now you've got other corners as well, but I think those are the 3 names that people are talking about. Now Darian Porter's the only cornerback that was drafted. There are a couple more that were brought in as undrafted free agents, but again, Stokes is the guy they brought in as a free agent from Green Bay. and of course Jacorian Bennett's coming back from injury. So that's the big question mark right now. I think there's a lot of good depth on the offensive line. I think there's a lot of good young depth on the defensive line. The big question mark there is Christian Wilkins, if and when he's coming back. And I'll be honest with you, I'm hedging my bets on this. I'm saying that we probably won't see him for at least the first 4 weeks of the season. Now that's my guess. He I think rushed it back. He really wanted to get back on the field last year, and I think he came back too soon. And what was supposed to be an 8 to 12 week rehab ended up having to reset the clock when he got injured toward the end of the year. So it's been now. I think, Jack, I think you mean my dome, not my doom. So he said my doom is looking like his. I think he means dome. So
No, I think that's Freudian. I think that's Freudian, man. The dome and the doom, that's a Freudian slip. So I think it's both. I like it.
All right. Yeah, but I don't think Christian Wilkins is coming back. I don't think he's going to be ready for the beginning of the season, which means that these young guys they have. I know that Wilkins has been walking around in the walking boot. Walking in a walking boot is different from playing. Once he gets out of the walking boot, he's going to have to get his reps in. And of course, when he gets his reps in, that's going to be half speed going against guys who probably aren't going to make the team. So he certainly aren't going to be isn't going to be running with the ones. They might, if he was ready, they might get him in for a couple of reps during the preseason. But that's only just to test it and see if it's ready. I still don't think he's going to be on the field for the first 4 weeks. I think they're going to take their time on this thing. Try to develop the young guys coming in, see what they have with Tonka Hemingway, see what they have with J.J. Pegues. You've got Zach Carter, Adam Butler, Tyree Wilson. Here's the thing. They've got to figure out what to do with Tyree Wilson this year because pretty soon they're going to have to make a decision whether to extend him or to let him move on. Right now, he doesn't have a starting role because if you've got Malcolm Kuntz on one side and you got Max Crosby on the other, so what do you do with Tyree? Do you sub him out? If that's the case, there's only so many plays that you can have, and if you want to keep Malcolm Kuntz out on the field for as long as you can, and you have Tyree just subbing in and out, that's going to limit his plays and his impact to really make a statement. Now, if you put him down as a down lineman, like they used to do with Clee Furl all the time, and Clee actually did quite well playing as a defensive tackle. Now, if you do that, if you put Tyree in the middle, and all of a sudden you've got, let's say for instance, you have Max Crosby, Adam Butler, and then you have Tyree Wilson and Malcolm Kuntz as your starting four. That's a pretty good group, and of course you've got three real good pass rushers there. I think maybe Tyree can make his bread and butter by starting at a defensive tackle position. Now, I'm sure he probably is not going to want to do that because the defensive ends, the edge rushers, are the ones who make the money. But again, if you've got Kuntz and if you've got Max and you're committed to those two guys, you're going to have to either change the defensive alignment or change the position that Tyree's playing. So that's a big decision that Rob Leonard and Patrick Graham are going to have to make.
Yeah, I would say this, and I think Matt kind of said it as well. Clee Farrell was the number 7 pick, or actually no, he was the number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah, he was the 4 pick. And I know Tyree was number 7. So if you have a number 4 pick in Clee Farrell that just wasn't making it, he left. Or I should say he was shown the door. And I've said this, and I think you might agree with me on this, Tom, but Clee Farrell with Wilkins, because I think Wilkins was his running mate at Clemson, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you had Clee Farrell and Wilkins and the other guy. 3 of those guys were first rounders in the NFL draft. And then the 4th guy was like a 2nd or a 3rd round. The group itself The
Mhm.
group itself was a fucking fantastic group, which is why they did well. So if he was overdrafted, great. It was the fact that, you know, the group did well. That's kind of why I think that the Grant out of Michigan, who went in the second round, and I think he went to one of our to one of the people in the AFC West. I think Grant out of Michigan. I think he's going to be better than the kid that got drafted in the first round at Michigan, because as a group, the Michigan defensive lineman Grant with Graham, that was the guy's name, right? Yeah. Grant and Graham made a fantastic tandem, but I think that Grant individually will probably be a better defensive tackle than Graham is. Remains to be seen, but it's kind of the same thing. So if Cleve Farrell didn't play up to snuff, it was because the group did well and he kind of got overdrafted, which is sorry. I actually think, wasn't that the year that we could have had the kid from Kentucky, the linebacker, the outside linebacker who had the same name as the quarterback in Buffalo?
Josh Allen.
Thank you.
And that's the guy. That's the guy I wanted, Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen, the
rusher out of
Kentucky guy. Yeah, the Kentucky guy that went to Jacksonville. That would have been a great addition, because then we could have had that, because you could have outside linebacker, and or if you go to a 3-4, he's the edge rusher there. So that would have been a great plug and play guy.
See, here's the thing, and we go back and take a look at the draft. I would have had no problem picking Klee toward the back end of round one. So if you'd done that rather than Jonathan Abram, you could have had Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, and you could have had Klee Farrell all in the first round. That would have been a pretty good lineup. And I think without all the pressure that Klee would have had as the number 4 overall pick, I think he would have thrived in that, particularly if he had a good, strong running mate like Josh Allen.
Yeah. And I agree with Savage on this. You know, Tyree plays well when he's not thinking, when he's not over analyzing shit, and he's producing in a read and react and go. And he played well in the middle. He played well as a defensive tackle when he's been put in those spots. So I think that he will be a decent player in the middle, because if he's not, he's gone. And it's unfortunate to say, but I can see it as well. If he doesn't produce in the spots that he has, sorry, I got to clean my glasses. He's not an asset, and he will be on his way, which is unfortunate.
Q Myers, who's the host of the Locked On podcast and also the producer, the producer out in Las Vegas for the Raider Nation Radio. He always says, "If you're a thinking man, you're a slow man." So that.
Well, that goes for football players, because I know I'm a thinking man, but I ain't slow. But I know it goes for football players, because I can outthink you, and I'm putting you in that category as well, Tom, because I know you and I can fucking know shit. That's sure.
So taking a look at the rest of the division, and again, we've done this several times already, and of course, training camp can take lots of twists and turns as you go, and of course, it only takes 1 or 2 injuries to derail things, and you never know what players are going to just kind of magically work their way out of the woodwork, either rookies or free agents, and catch fire, and all of a sudden you have everything clicking. But now, here's the thing. The Raiders, of all the teams in the division, have changed out the 2 biggest positions on the team, and that is quarterback and head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And they have an experienced head coach now. They've got an experienced and quality quarterback now, which are 2 things combination that they haven't had before. They've never brought in an experienced coach and had an experienced, proven winning quarterback. Now, Derek Carr was the quarterback for many years, but he wasn't a winner. He didn't have that winning pedigree. Geno Smith has that. He hasn't won a Super Bowl, but Pete Carroll has. Plus, you also throw in the mix a really, really good offensive coordinator. Now, having said that, the Raiders have the best potential, in my opinion, to make the biggest leap of all the 4 teams in the division. But I still don't think they're making the playoffs. Now again, I hope that I'm wrong. I hope they shock me on this. I'm looking at the Raiders to win 8 games over the course of 17. An 8-9 record is not going to get you into the playoffs, but again, that doubles your win total from last year,
Yes, it does.
and that's about as much I think as you can ask, because the Raiders have close to a top 15 defensive unit, which is good. That's where you want to be, but now their offense was not near top 15 last year. It was near the bottom, and I know that Coach kept saying last year, he kept saying 24, 24. He wanted to get 24 points a game. Had they gotten 24 points a game, maybe they could have eked out 4 or 5 more wins, maybe, but they only ended up with 18 points a game. You're not going to win many games averaging 18 points a game, particularly in a division where all 3 of your other rivals make the playoffs. So again, I think the Raiders have the biggest potential to move, but that still may not get them out of 4th place. And I want to caution Raider fans in particular that this is not going to be. I mean, I'm excited about this year, and I'm excited to see what happens. And I could be surprised, and they could catch fire. There's a possibility that they could eke into the playoffs as a wild card. I'm not seeing it, and I'm calling it right now that if they make it, I will be very surprised. I'll be happily surprised, but I'm not seeing it. But again, I'm not saying that as a doom and gloom. I'm just saying it from the standpoint of with a new coach coming in, you have to have realistic expectations. This is going to be a young team coming in. It's going to be better than it was last year. You can't help but be worse. But when you have a 4-13 team, you can only get better. And again, I expect them to get better, but there's a lot of competition in this division. Having said that, I don't see the Chiefs repeating as your division champion this year. Jack, you and I've talked about this numerous times. The Denver Bronco offensive line, if it's not the best offensive line top to bottom, it's got to be top 3. And if you can have that, if you can have a top solid offensive line, and they're the only team I think, or maybe a handful of teams, I know for a fact they're one of the only ones that are returning all 5 starters on their offensive line. If you can do that, if you have a good solid offensive line, you can return all 5 guys. You're cooking. Sean Payton's going to be. He's developed the team. I knew he wasn't going to do well his first year. I knew he might do a little bit better his second year, but not much. This third year, it's going to kick in for him. He's already got the young quarterback. If they can have that good dependable offensive line, their defense is good. Patrick Surtain on the cornerback end. When the draft rolled around, I was screaming and hollering for everybody to try to get the Raiders to draft to move up in the draft so they could pick Surtain and have him anchor down one of those cornerback spots. Denver. Jack Kenna said, talk about Denver winning the AFC West. I'm not saying they're going to be a dynasty. And again, I'm calling for them to win it this year. The Raiders may be in a position once this year's finished to be able to come up and challenge. So the 25 years not going to be their season to do it, but it could be in 26. Could be as soon as 26.
Yeah.
But this Raider team is going to be exciting, and I think they're going to put up. They'll definitely put up a lot more wins than they did last year. But I think there's a possibility they could split with Kansas City. I think there's a possibility they could split with the Chargers. I'm not sure about Denver. I think Denver may have their number, but again, if you can split with the other 2 and end up 2-4, that's not great. But again, that's better than where we were before.
Right. I mean, we were 0-6 last year, so even if you're 2-4, that's so much better than 0-6. I mean, I'm sure what you guys can figure out what the numbers are. But I will say that when all is said and done, if you go from 4 to 8, okay, if you go by what the win total is for this year upcoming and what the win total was for last year, I think the Raiders will probably have the greatest plus delta, that, you know, +4 for the Raiders. I don't think anybody else is going to have a +4. Okay. Because you said you had Kansas City and Denver and I almost said San Diego, Los Angeles make the playoffs, but they're not going to be 4 wins greater this year. None of them are. So I think the Raiders will have the greatest delta of what their win total is from last year to this year. This is, like I said, this is year 0. And it's great, you know, for that thing. Matt says we're not coming in last. Well, okay, Matt, then that's fine. But then you get who? Okay, and Matt, I love you, but here's the thing: we both think that the we in this equation is myself and Tom and Jack Kenna. Okay, we think Denver's going to win the West. Okay, if Denver wins the West, and then you say that we're not going to be last. Okay. What is your, and I want to hear from Matt, because he's a great commentator and commenter. What is your split of who's 1, 2, 3, and 4 in Matt Marinovich's mind for the AFC West this year? I'd like to see what that is. So as long as Casey, I'll pick them every year to win it. Denver and LA will fight for second. Okay, so even Ed Winchell, the eternal optimist, he's, and I say that with tongue in cheek, because no, he's not. But I mean, Jimmy Farrell is fucking Raider Eeyore. Oh God, yeah. I mean, I don't know what the name of the guy, what the character was in The Water Boy that was played by. Oh no, we suck again. You know, it's either calling him Raider, whatever that guy's name is, or Raider Eeyore. Because I love Jimmy Farrell, but that's it. Raider Eeyore or Raider. I know it's not the guy who plays with his nipples with the straw hat.
Yeah, that's the other movie.
Yeah, no, it's the same movie. It's the same movie. It's Waterboy. Oh no, we suck again. But they're both with the straw hats. But it's not Nipple Guy, because, you know, he's older, but it's that guy. So Jimmy Farrell is going to have to figure out, if you want to be known as Raider Eeyore or Raider, you got to tell me what that guy's name is. Richard Gonzalez, good to see you up here over on Instagram. Please come over to YouTube. Okay, and Matt,
I will make another prediction here, that every single team, and the AFC West will be the only one that can boast this, every single team in the AFC West is going to win at least 8 games.
Okay. But I still think the Raiders will have the greatest plus delta of any of those teams.
Yep.
So Matt says the Raiders are coming in second. Okay. He thinks the Chargers are going to be fourth. Okay. I mean, it's possible. I think that this year for the Raiders, I think the Raiders this year, and God, I hope I'm wrong. God, I hope I'm wrong, but I think the Raiders are going to be third at best. I hope I'm wrong, but I think that they can be third at best. And that's with the 8 wins, or maybe 9.
I'll give you win totals here. I'll give you win totals.
Okay.
So Denver 11, Kansas City 10, Chargers 9, Raiders 8.
Okay. I think we could flip flop with the Chargers.
Okay.
I think we could flip flop with the Chargers. I mean, because
every year, the hype machine for the Chargers is off the chain. And they're in the preseason. Everybody says every year, oh, this is going to be the Chargers' year. And I heard everybody say, oh, Harbaugh's got him. He got him to the playoffs last year. He's going to take him to the promised land in year 2. I don't believe it. The Chargers have a way of collapsing.
Charging.
Yeah.
They charge.
So they charge. And I think that the bloom is going to wear off the rose pretty quick. I think Harbaugh is not going to. It's not going to be all happy in LA land. Just like it's not going to be happy in Chiefs land, Chiefs Kingdom. They're going to take a step back. The offensive line and defensive lines both are going to take a hit, and KC doesn't have a whole lot of depth on that defensive line, and they're going to have to rely on. And here's the thing, Jack. They're going to have to rely on their defensive line on a guy by the name of
Chris Jones,
Jerry Tillery.
Oh, Jerry Tillery, who has made his way. I think he's hit every team in the AFC West.
Except Denver. I don't think he's played for Denver. I know he's played for the other 3, but
I know he's played for us. He was drafted. He was drafted by the Garglers. He played for us.
Yep.
He's played
with the Chiefs.
With the Chiefs now. I thought he played for the Broncos, maybe for like before he got picked up by us.
I don't think so, but again, you could be right, but I don't think so. But they've already got him penciled in as a starter, and if you're going to rely on Jerry Tillery, he's going to do something that's going to screw you over.
Yeah, I tell you what Tillery next year will play for the Broncos, and then he will have hit all 4 of the AFC West teams.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and Matt Marivin says Denver doesn't have the offense. I disagree, because Denver, again, as I mentioned, they're the only team or one of the few teams that have of not only all 5 starters returning, but they were among the top in both the run block wins and also pass block wins. They continue to do that. They've got a mobile quarterback. They've got a good young receiving core, and I think you got a couple of guys to keep an eye on. They've got a young receiver by the name of Pat Bryant, who I think is going to probably emerge as their number 2 receiver, possibly. Cortland Sutton is still good, but Pat Bryant could certainly be there. Jade Barron, who's a rookie cornerback coming in, and as I mentioned, with all 5 starters returning, led by Garrett Bowles, I think they're going to be in good shape. I think they are.
The one thing
if they can stay healthy.
The one thing Denver doesn't have is our running backs that are quality. They have a good offensive line, but their running backs as a whole suck. Okay.
That's true.
Which, I mean, granted, that's not saying much when I'm saying that we have better running backs. I think we do have better running backs right now with Mostert, with my boy Genty, with Sincere McCormick, even if you throw in the fucking kid Lobby, okay. I think that the Denver running backs in comparison suck. I know that they picked up. Well, I think they picked up J.K. Dobbins. Okay, yeah. But if anybody else, I don't even know who they are. So maybe I might be wrong, but I think that our running backs are better. Our offensive line is not, but it's going to be better. Jimmy Farrell, I will look. I have not found the jerseys yet. By the way, Jimmy Farrell, did you look to see what the character's name was in the Waterboy that says, "Oh, we suck again"? Because I will change your name from Raider Eeyore to Raider that guy, whatever that guy's name is. Okay. So you tell me what you want me to call you, and we'll do that. I think actually, if you change it to that guy, you can find a straw hat, and you can find the suspenders, right? And you can have a rate because Tom's going to get a Raider Fester jersey, right? So all you got to do is find out what that guy's character's name is, right?
His name is Townie.
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 There you go.
Townie.
You could be Raider Townie, and it's better than being Raider Eeyore. And you go, "Oh no, we suck again!" And you could just go around.
Oh, we suck again.
Jimmy Farrell, I'm giving you a gift. I'm giving you a gift. Raider Towney. There you go.
Rob Schneider is the actor's name.
Yes. I just could never get that. Hey, Hawaiian Raider. I know who that is. How you doing, darling? Good to see you. Little kisses there. She's a great lady.
Raider Towney. I like it.
Oh, wow. See, and see, I'm getting presents.
Oh,
Pulled out the Gordie Howe jersey, signed. That's awesome. The Gordie Howe jersey, and I can't wait. And I'm trying to go see Ed Winchell next month. We have things to do and people to see and places to go and people to do. Just saying,
nice.
Just saying that. Yeah.
I have one of my prized possessions, which I should wear at some point, but it's a different team. I have a signed Chevy Chase Griswold jersey, Chicago.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Picked it up at auction.
No, Jimmy Farrell. No, here's the thing. You don't pick your nickname. Your nickname is picked for you. Okay? Get it through your fucking head, Jimmy Farrell. Do you think pilots have their call sign? So I want to be fucking Maverick. No. I want to be Goose. I want to be Iceman. No. Your fucking people tell you what your fucking call sign is or your nickname. So Jimmy Farrell, I don't give a flying fuck if they called you Long Island Jimmy. Sorry. Your nickname is given by, like, when in fucking Animal House, when Bluto is going through, Blutarsky is going through, and your Delta Chi name is Flounder. They give that to you. You don't pick your own fucking name. Okay?
Why Pinto? Why not?
Why not? Jimmy Farrell, you're either Raider Towney to me. You're Raider Towney. And by the way, if I see you, Jimmy Farrell, and if I'm ever, because I gotta say, I've never met Jimmy Farrell, and it fucking sucks. I've known him for years. But it's like, if I see you and you need to get Raider Towney, and it's easy. You get a Raider jersey, put Raider Towney on the back, you get suspenders and a straw fucking hat, and you go around saying, "Oh no, we suck again." It's great. And then you don't have to fucking get an Eeyore outfit. Okay? Velvet,
we could call him Raider Alsa. OWSA stand for "Oh, we suck again."
That's possible. Raider Alsa. But I bet you Oso would be a little pissed though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
Raider Towney. Gotta go with Raider Towney.
Raider Towney. Okay. Velvet, you're excused. You are Raider Velvet. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. You're good. Yeah. Raider Velvet.
That's good. That's a keeper.
That's it. You're don't worry about it. You are good. Not if you paid me. I don't give a fuck, Jimmy. You're if I see you, you're Raider fucking Towney. And I will tell everybody, Jimmy Farrell is Raider Towney. And I'm giving you an upgrade because Raider Eeyore is gay. I'm just going to say that.
Own it.
You own it. Raider Towney. You're good. Okay. Kenna is Kenna. I mean, I haven't figured out, what Kenna is. It's Raider Towney. Ed, you're good. Ed Winchell is Winchy. That's easy. That's obvious. We got Raider Fester over there. Captain Jack is me. So, I'm sorry I took you way off the conversation, Tom. Come, reel me back in. Reel me back in. Reel me back in.
We thought I was out there, but reel me back in.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. There you go. Go ahead, brother.
All right. Now here's the mysterious thing. I'll mention his name. Haj Malik Williams. He's the guy. He's the undrafted free agent that we picked up from UNLV. He's the quarterback.
Yes.
And by bringing him in, that necessitated farewell to Carter Bradley. So we still got 4 quarterback arms in camp, and I think you're going to be seeing a lot of Haj Malik in training camp, and of course during the preseason. I'll be honest with you, I don't think that we're going to see a lot of Aiden O'Connell in the preseason, and here's why. Number one, you've only got 3 preseason games, and I think Aiden O'Connell is going to be your backup. So therefore, you don't want anything to happen to him. He's probably going to start. He's probably going to start each of the games, get a couple series in, and then they'll give way. Let Cam Miller get some work, and then let Haj Malik Williams. I'm gonna call him HMW. I think he's going to get probably more work of all the quarterbacks during the preseason, and then probably stash him on the practice squad because I don't think he's going to make the 53.
Yeah,
that's what I see.
Yeah,
he's got a good ball, and I hope he doesn't outplay his spot on the practice squad. Of course, some of that will depend upon any injuries that happen throughout the league. So I'd hate to lose him, but if he is going to get picked up by another team, I hope it's not as a result of playing really, really well in the preseason. Again, I think they're penciling in Aiden O'Connell right now as your backup. Hopefully he doesn't see the field too much, except maybe in mop-up opportunities during the year. But Cam Miller, I think, is going to be a developmental player as well. It could very well be you could have 2 quarterbacks on the practice squad. I mean, that's a possibility. I'm not sure, so we'll just have to see what happens with all the others. But yeah, we'll have to see. Matt's asking, how did Pete do with Geno the last few years in preseason? I don't think Geno saw a lot of action in preseason, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'd have to go back and take a look at the individual seasons. But like Ed Winchell said, Geno didn't play much in the preseason. They typically, starting quarterbacks don't. If you give them a series or 2 at all, you're lucky. But most times when you see them, they're in street clothes on the sidelines. They don't even suit up. I know Derek didn't for the last few years we had him. I think the first couple of years we did, and put him in there at the very beginning to run with the ones for the 1 or 2 series. But in recent years, you haven't seen too many starting quarterbacks even suit up. Particularly with three preseason games.
Hey, Kenna, Bradley's gone, dude. Bradley's gone.
Yeah, so they let Bradley go last week.
Yeah, so that's why Haj Malik, what's his Williams? What?
HMW.
I know
Haj
it's
Malik Williams.
Okay, I'm almost saying what you talk about Willis. It's like because I know. I know that Willis was actually the quarterback that was drafted by the Titans when we moved back to pick up Parm. I'm almost gutted, but that's Willis. What you talking about, Willis? But that again, that's me. That's
what you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? But that's probably what I'll call him. But anyway,
no, see, that's what they're going to have to do if Tyree gets real hot and starts sacking quarterbacks on the color. They're going to say, "What you talking about, Wilson?"
Wilson.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway,
good old reasons I like Cam Miller over Bradley. Yeah, Bradley cut. Yeah. Carter Bradley was never going to do much. I like Cam Miller. We'll see what he can do. We'll see if he can edge out. Maybe he can edge out AO12. I'm gonna call him AO12. Maybe he can edge him out.
If he does well, they might try to stash O'Connell on the practice squad, because I know somebody can pull him from the practice squad. I get that, and he would be a viable starting quarterback. Or I think Cam Miller might do with Cam Miller what they did with Marquette King. He's going to get a injured reserve hangnail. Because once he's on injured reserve, then nobody can touch him. And I don't know what the rules are, if he can be in the building, if he can do practice. I know he can't do practice, but if he can be in the building, they might try to have Cam Miller on injured reserve if they know that his spot he's eventually going to be the backup. Somebody's going to have to look that one up. But yeah, and you got what you talk about Willis. They're going to develop him as well. You're going to see a lot of him. They actually, if he does well, if Haj Malik does well, he might go to the injured reserve too, because somebody might fucking take him from the practice squad.
If he does well in preseason and they stick him on the practice squad, somebody will pick him up.
Yeah,
because there will be there is at least a couple of quarterbacks that will be injured during the preseason.
Yeah,
or a couple of quarterbacks who are older who will suck once the season starts. And I'm thinking about one particular quarterback that's in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting that fucking Stoner boys playing for the Stillers.
It's not going to end well. That's not going to end well for them.
Yeah, I tell you, it's good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's not going to end well for them.
Not a fan of the Stillers. Not a fan of the Stillers. So anyway.
Yeah. But this week is going to be really interesting to see who really steps up, and two guys I'm really excited about. There are two guys coming in at the linebacker spot. Both of them are free agents who I'm really anxious to see, and that's Jermaine Pratt and Michael Barrett. I'm really anxious to see both of those guys and see what they do. I think I've heard lots about Landon Roberts. I'm not really a believer in him. I think that he could be good, but I'm not sure that he's going to reset the marker as far as the linebacking position. But I think Jermaine Pratt and Michael Barrett both have the potential to do that. I think Devin White's got a little worn tread on the tires, but I think he's still going to be a really good, solid piece. Just not the main cog in that linebacker wheel. But we'll see what Pratt and Barrett do.
Okay. I read it, and I shouldn't have. I read a clickbait article, and it says the Raiders pickup that they're going to automatically, at least they're the worst pickup that they had. And I read a similar article which they called Kappa the worst pickup. This one was Devin White. That they are going to rue the day that they picked up Devin White. But then it was like, well, not really, but Devin White plays better when he plays a lot of snaps. And if he's not playing a lot of snaps like he did last year, then he doesn't have, the consistency game after game after game. And I'm thinking, okay, if we got, because I love Amari Gaynor. Okay. I know Amari, in my estimation, and again, I am not Patrick Graham, and I did not sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night, but I'm pretty sure that Amari Gaynor is going to be the linebacker that comes in on passing downs. Okay.
I can see that.
He's to me, he's like the Jack Squirick, and made Jack Raider in Paradise as well. He's the guy that comes in on passing downs, right? Because he can actually cover people as a linebacker. So you put Gaynor in there who can cover the tight end or probably Tom, when was the last time we fucking covered the tight end? 1970 what? Okay.
I don't know.
I don't remember. Okay. 1980, and it wasn't the tight end. 1984, Jack Squirick covered somebody and got the interception. Again, made Jack Raider in heaven, but I don't remember anybody fucking coming in and doing that as a coverage linebacker. So do you guys?
Corey Littleton was supposed to do that in 2020,
Yeah.
and he just took the money and took a seat on the bench.
Yeah, Corey Littleton, and also was it D'Angelo Hall? Was it $8 million for 8 games, and we fucking cut him?
Yeah, and the funny thing is every time the Raiders played, Corey Littleton was on the field. I knew it was him because I was reading the back of his jersey all the time. He was always chasing the play.
Yeah. Like, well, who should have tackled him or could have tackled him? Oh, there's Littleton. Yeah, I agree. Oh my God. But yeah, if Gaynor does coverage, and I think obviously Pratt is going to be starting. Okay.
Yeah. I think Pratt and Barrett both will.
Now, where did we get Michael Barrett from? I'm not recalling that one.
Oh gosh, I knew you were going to ask me that. I'll have to look that up and see where he came from. But it was a fairly recent signing. I'll have to look it up. We'll have to keep at it here.
Queen V is over here. Queen V, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, Queen V. I'm telling everybody that. And I'm going to actually look to see I'm going to see how many people actually watch this show. I might have to drop my Twitch because I can only push it to 3 plugs. So I didn't put in my Facebook other than the group. So I might have to, but this is a new learning experience. Got to figure out which 3 plugs are going to get the most looks so people can push it. So hopefully I'll get that.
I'm surprised about Twitch though too. There's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, but see, nobody. My Twitch for people that watch 2, maybe 2, and it's normally 1. So if I'm only getting 1 person watching on Twitch, sorry, I got to make the command decision there that's not one of my plugs. I mean, I know people watch on the Captain Jack profile. And I keep telling them to come over to the other one because I can't see comments. They always say, dude, I was fucking talking to you. And I said, I can't see comments until later. So maybe that's
to answer your question, Jack, he was drafted in 24 by the Panthers, but then he bounced around with the Seahawks, the Browns, and the Packers. Before being picked up by the Raiders. So he's already bounced around several places.
Okay, so obviously that you said Seahawks, so that's probably why he has that, he's got that familiarity with Pete, and if he was available, there you go.
So the Panthers drafted him, and then before the season started, they traded him to the Seahawks in exchange for a cornerback. And then he was waived on August 27th before the season started. They put him on the practice squad. The Browns picked him up off the practice squad. And as you know, if you pick him up off the practice squad, you got to put him in onto your 53. So the Browns put him on to the 53 on September 12th. And then they released him October 8th. And then the Packers picked him up November 30th. And then he was then elevated for week 18 for the rest of the season. So and then the Raiders signed him away from Green Bay.
Okay, well maybe he's that diamond in the rough. I think that. Well, you've already said that you're really not high on Landon Roberts.
Right. I mean, I like him, but I just think Barrett hadn't found the right fit. Here's the thing: one thing that Pete Carroll is good at, and not a lot of coaches are. One thing that Pete Carroll is good at is developing young talent, and he's done that everywhere he's gone. He did that with Seattle. Even before that, when he was at USC, he would take young players and get them on the field early, not wait until they were seniors or juniors. Even he'd get them on the field early, freshman, sophomore. So he had lots of really good blue chip players that he would get right on the field and develop them early. So again, I think that Michael Barrett is going to thrive under the Pete Carroll system. So yeah, Matt Burbidge, I agree with you. I hope that Pratt lays out Kelsey and knocks him out of the league. I think, to be honest with you, I think that Kelsey's going to kind of work his way out of the league this year. I don't see the motivation. The Kansas City was the hunted this past year, and they got hunted. And they got the head chopped off and put up on the mantle, or on the wall rather. And I just don't see the fire in Kansas City that I did last year. Rashee Rice, their receiver, got lucky. He got probably as lucky as anybody could get by being able to get off with only 30 days of jail time, which he gets to spread out over 5 years. I mean, that's getting off easy, and they'll probably, if they'll do it the way I imagine that they will, once the season's over, and as soon as Kansas City's eliminated the playoffs, or okay, GTFO and go to jail for 10 days, or 20, or knock the whole thing out. So I think that he got off easy, the team did, but I just don't see a lot of the same enthusiasm that I have year in and year out. That offensive line is going to have some problems. I think the defensive line is not going to be as dependable. They just re-signed George Karlaftis, which is going to help them a lot, but that still only gives them two real dependable people, Chris Jones and Karlaftis, on that defensive line. And you pair that up like with the Raiders. If you have two good, dependable people on the defensive line, that's going to be good for you, but that's not going to make a statement. You got to have a stellar group like the Philadelphia Eagles have, or something like that. I mean, they've got a top to bottom list that's really good. The Broncos have a good, solid defense, but again, I think that Kansas City is going to take a step back this year. They're not going to win the division. I think they'll still make the playoffs, but again, I think they take a step back this year, and I don't see Mahomes and Kansas City winning any more Super Bowls. I think that train is passed. I think there's a lot of other teams that are building they're getting ready to crest that wave. But yeah, I think the Chiefs dynasty is done.
Thank fucking God, from your mouth to God, Allah, Yahweh, Buddha, everybody. Did I miss one?
I said Jehovah.
Jehovah, thank you. If I meant, thank you. Whoever it is, from your mouth to the various gods. Oh, what's the Indian one?
Ra?
No. Ra's like the Egyptian one. But the Indian one, with all of the colors and the psychedelic and it, like he's got a funky name.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Ra. When I think of Ra, I think of the Egyptian god, Ra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Yeah, but there's another assignment. I think Marinovich is on this. Figure out what the Indian god's name is. It's not Buddha. He has another name. Okay, but
Brahman.
Okay, yeah.
Brahman with a B.
Ramen. So it's like ramen noodles with a B, right?
Right. Brahman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's God, Yahweh, Allah, Brahman, Buddha, Jehovah. I'm still missing a few. We'll get back. We'll get back to you on it. I get fucking sidetracked. Squirrel. There you go. That's me. It's fucking me.
And also Native American Great Spirit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your mouth to their ears.
Yeah.
I hope.
Chiefs Kingdom is done.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God.
Chiefs Kingdom is done. Now, if something should happen, I will come back on the program and say I was wrong, but I'm calling it. Chiefs Kingdom is done.
Vishnu. Okay. That sounds, Matt. That sounds familiar. Or maybe Brahman is like Vishnu's lower brother. I think it was this. Yeah, that does sound familiar. But I appreciate. See, that's that school teacher shit mentality that Tom has, which is great. You know, and I don't say it in a bad way. That's that school teacher mentality. You get it right.
It also helps. It also helps when you have internet that works really quick as well.
Yes.
If I didn't have a cell phone, the little palm of knowledge.
Yeah.
that could get things at a moment's notice. But yeah.
By the way, Raider Towney. I'm going to say this. I think David Robertson will work better with the Phillies than he ever did with the Yankees. Just saying.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, the Yankees. Okay.
Yep.
Just saying. Anyway.
That's like the other team that we used to refer to the Mets as the not yets.
Yeah. Fuckers are only a half game behind the Phillies on, but oh well.
Yep.
Unless the Phillies really collapse, I'm sorry, the Phillies are going to be in the playoffs, and they still have a chance to be one of the superior teams in the NL. Obviously, for all you Dodger or Doyer fans, as Oso would say, all you Doyer fans, you know, you got to go through LA, but you know, in the AL. We'll see. I'm sorry, off track. Anyway, but that was just for Raider Towney. Get your shit straight, Farrell. Okay, Raider Towney. You can have the pith hat, but you better have the pith hat on a strap with the straw hat over the pith hat. I get what you got. You said that the Raider postman. I mean, if you're going to do Raider Postman, you'd probably have to get the hat that fucking Kevin Costner wore in the Postman. If you're going to go there, but I still think you're better as Raider. I'll put it out to the masses here. If you think Jimmy Farrell should go by Raider Towney over Raider, what was the Eeyore, and that's hard to spell, by the way. I think it's what EE-YORE, I think,
something like that. Yeah.
So Towney's easier because Tom said TOWNEE, right?
TOWNIE.
NIE. Okay.
Yeah.
Jimmy, get yourself your jersey. Jimmy was talking about all these jerseys that he got for like $35. And I said, are they decent quality? He goes, yes. And he goes, well, look up on eBay. I will. I will. I'll see if I can get it.
Just don't wash them.
Yeah.
Or if you're gonna wash them, do Woolite. Put it in the sink and put Woolite in them. Don't put them in the washing machine. They'll tear up.
They are fucking what is it? Hand wash. They're definitely hand wash. Anyway, so we talked about the linebacker. Oh, one thing, and this was one thing that I wanted to add because you kind of alluded to it earlier in the broadcast. Was it Greedy? Yeah. That they got from USC. Or who's the kid that they got from USC?
Greedy Vance. Vance.
But they also picked up another guy who was an undrafted free agent from USC.
John
Mello Dotson.
John Humphrey. He's a cornerback.
Okay, yeah, but I thought didn't they pick up Mello Dotson?
No.
Huh.
No.
I thought. Well, okay. Well, Mello Dotson wasn't that the kid from Utah?
No. They did. Yeah. No, he's from Kansas. You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Mello Dotson. He's a cornerback out of Kansas. I was looking at the schools they came from, but yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I think because remember a lot of these defensive backs come from nowhere, and they become something in Pete's system. So if you
Yeah.
got now, I don't know how big Greedy Vance is. I don't know how big Mellow Dotson is, but if they are big like Pete likes them and they can run, I think that they're going to be, definitely going to be 53/practice squad material easy.
Yeah.
So
Because as we mentioned, you've got the one draftee, Darian Porter, who I think is going to challenge for a starter position.
right.
And then you've got the three undrafted free agents corners, Greedy Vance and John Humphrey, who are both from USC, and then Mello, who you mentioned, who's from Kansas.
Okay.
So,
I thought, didn't somebody come from Utah?
not on the free agents they picked up.
Did that or wait? I think the guy who played at Florida State. The guy who played at Utah, Florida State. I know. Who's that guy?
Who played at Utah?
It was either Utah and then Florida State, or Florida State and then Utah.
No. I'm not, unless you're talking about one of the draftees. That wasn't Tonka, was it?
No. This guy is he's not a D-back.
You know what position he plays?
I thought he might have been a defensive lineman.
Okay. You're not talking about Trayvon Maine.
No.
Trayvon Maie. He's a defensive tackle out of Baylor.
No.
That's the only other one that I'm seeing on the defensive line. Because we talked about Tonka already and Pegues. Those are the only two defensive tackles that they drafted. And then there's Tank Booker. He's a defensive tackle also out of SMU. He was a non-drafted free agent.
So they picked up a Tank and a Tonka.
Yeah.
They picked up a Tank, a Tonka, and a big Samoan kid.
Yeah, exactly.
And the big Samoan kid.
Yeah.
Okay. And I say this with respect, folks. I swear, God, I know somebody's going to tell me I'm an old school white guy. Oh my God. Hot Neil, good to see you.
Well, we are, Jack. Jack, we're old school white guys.
True.
We are what we are.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just seeing that I saw I'm watching Summer League basketball at this point, but I do have Josie Wales on the big TV below, so it's, in fact, for those that want to see let's see here. Okay. So there's the big TV with the Summer League, and then Josie Wales is right below. And that's the one that has the web, was it the aerial, free TV. And I'm like,
does that mean if Clint Eastwood shoots his gun up, he's going to shoot one of those guys in the crotch?
Well, he already shot, and I love the scene that in this movie when they're going across the Missouri River, and the one guy's saying that, "Oh, I'll get to the other side and I'll stall him for a little bit," and he's singing, the battle hymn, or no, he's singing Dixie when he first starts there. He's singing Dixie, and then once he starts getting over to the other side, he changes to the battle hymn of the Republic, right?
Yeah.
And then the one carpetbagger says, "Well, Josie Wales, I think that you're going to find out that justice is going to be served." Again, paraphrasing. And then Josie says, "Well, carpetbagger, you got something that we like to call the Missouri boat ride." And he takes his long rifle and snaps the fucking line. So now they're just free. They're freeing down the Missouri River. And, fuck you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like to, I can do this gives me something to fucking look at while I'm talking. 2 TVs. It's not bad. It's not bad.
So what do you want me to keep an eye on this week as camp starts? Because we're going to get together probably next week. I'm imagining, and talk about the first week of camp and see what bright spots we have, what concerns we have. Because basically the season's starting up now. You know, we're getting close.
Yeah, and I got Steampunk's on here. Great.
Nice.
Yeah, Steampunk says hi. Rafa's coming in. Rafa, can you keep it short? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put Rafa on for it. And I'm gonna let Rafa come in and talk with everybody here. We got Capitan Rafucho, aka Rafa, who came in here. So Rafa, keep it short, maybe like at least an hour or an hour and a half. No, I'm kidding. I got to say that with Angela. But Rafa, what are your thoughts going into training camp that you want to talk about quickly?
Okay, for the training camp, I mean, this is gonna be like hard to know because after we can see Kristen Wilkins out and Jack Batch in, I mean, things are gonna get really crazy at the training camp. But to be honest, right now, I mean, it just seemed that they're gonna need to force it down for the defense because anything could happen. Because after we just waive Carter Bailey, it seems that we had to do like really something to do with the training camp. But I thought this is gonna be like at a mini camp and the training camp. I mean, we're gonna force to get involved more defense because I've been seeing like the highest expectations coming up there. I mean, since this is the training camp, and I know it's gonna be like a concern and everything because the kids getting drafted should get in fully guaranteed contracts. So that the rookie drill for 3 years is about a 4-year option. There is no more franchise tag, but I think it's gonna be really signed. He's just signing off. But the only thing is, after we just see Check Badge, right now the only problem with this guy is Christian Wilkins because after we just see like what kind of the performance of Christian Wilkins coming up there, but I think this got to move on. And right now we just see like a lot of free agents who's gonna be the substitute of Christian Wilkins.
Okay, that's a good thought, but I'm gonna ask you, Rafa.
Yep.
Who is your surprise? Get the fuck out of town. Somebody that you don't expect, or you expected. Everybody expects him to stay on the roster, but who is your surprise cut? Because I will go back to this. You know, Matt Marinovich is saying that Zamir White and Tyree Wilson are on the bubble. So I'm going to ask the great Capitan Rafucho, who your surprise cut is that the Raiders get rid of that you didn't see coming.
That I didn't see really coming. I mean, this is a very interesting question because I've been saw like cutting the quarterback Carter Bradley. I mean, after we just see it June 1st, I mean, some people that just worry about like, what about like him? I mean, he doesn't have like pretty moves or like those defense coming up there because I was really surprised that he didn't make it to the roster. I mean, that was really shock for me because I understand that Carter Bradley, he was not that really quiet enough to get involved with like the quarterbacks. But it seems that the quarterbacks, they have Aiden O'Connell and Geno Smith because they have enforced it. And Carter Bradley is like, what the hell am I doing here? So I was really surprised that Carter Bradley doesn't have like much talent to improvise and of course to improve his arsenal.
Okay, well, thanks, and Rafa, I appreciate it. I'm going to get back with Tom again. I'm going to take this off so you can see that you go for Capitan Rafucho on YouTube. Thank you. Go watch our boy Capitan Rafucho. Rafa, great seeing you, brother. I'm gonna go back to Tom, and then I'm also going to talk about the Fight Like Grimm. So welcome. Right. Thanks for popping in, brother. It's always good to see you.
All right, good to see you too. Then salute to you, and I cannot wait for the training camp. And there is a lot of surprises coming out there on my channel, so stay tuned.
There you go. Watch Rafa. That's great. Tom, I'm gonna before I get to this, and I want to say two things I want to, because I kind of missed this. We had on the last, was it the last show? What's today? Today, okay,
20th.
today's Sunday. Or I mean, I don't, because I don't work, and I'm not that I say that proudly. I don't say that proudly, but because I don't work.
Oh, you work.
It's some, well, okay, I don't
paid.
work. Yeah, I'm not paid. Okay. Most days are the same. I can't differentiate when it's Monday or Wednesday or Sunday. I know I have shows on Thursdays and Sundays, but sometimes I can't. Is this the Thursday show or the Sunday show? I don't know. By the way, I will be on with Coach Defense on Tuesday, and on days that I can't make it, that guy will be a most dynamic person talking about the Raiders on the Coach Defense broadcast. I'm going to be on. It's like, what do I think? What, you know? So that's what. This is why I'm kind of getting your shit, Tom, because again, I want to sound intelligent when I go on.
Send me the link, and I'll jump with you on Tuesday.
Well, I asked. They said it's only going to be short. So it's good. We don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Coach said, yeah, I know Tom from when he did Wild Wild West, so he's definitely welcome and part. So he's like all for, like, if I can't make it, he's got your, or he will have your information. But I will be there on Tuesdays on days that. Remember the NFL Nation Live with myself, with Violator, and with Ref Guru are going to be merging or collaborating with the Coach Defense podcast. So we're going to be on when we can, but it's great shows because you got Alex for the Chiefs, Captain Smug. You got Coach Defense with his Chargers. You got the other guy, and I can't remember what his name. I'm sorry, but there's a Redskins fan that is also part of the program. And then, of course, you got Robert, who is also a Chargers fan, but he kind of does like betting. And I'm like, okay, so that's it. And I myself, as well as Coach, I myself, along with Violator and Ref Guru, will be joining in. And then, of course, when I can, or if Ref can't and I can't, or with Violator can't, I'm going to say, well, that guy, I want to make sure I got the points right. The Asylum fan page?
I'm happy to jump on.
Yeah, so he will be there. Get on the panel, we dare you, or are you scared? We want all the smoke and drama. Steve Billings, Asylum. Okay. We dare you, or are you scared? Is this ain't Asylum, is it? This ain't Asylum from like the cage match Asylum. I don't think so. But welcome, the Asylum fan. Steve Billings Asylum. Okay, I'll show you that. Read this.
So Jack, I will need to wrap it up here from this end, but here's one thing before I leave. I will tell you, I'm going to keep my eye on two guys.
Please
this
do.
coming week.
Yeah.
The two guys who I think are really going to have to battle to make this roster. And you asked for surprise cuts. Here are the two guys that I'm going to be kind of taking a look at to see if they step up or whether they're going to get run. One of them is cornerback Eric Stokes that we brought in as our free agent. I'm not sure. The jury's out on him. Does he not only does he make the team, but not only does he, is it a question mark as whether he's going to start, but it's a question mark for me is whether he's going to make the team. So we'll see. The other, and this may surprise you, is tackle Thayer Munford. Went down to injury last year, and you're bringing lots of young talent in, and again, that may be a situation. DJ Glaze came in, jumped right in, took over that spot. Munford, now is going to be a depth piece if he even makes the team. And it's just a matter of whether they decide to keep 9 or 10 guys. So that could be a surprise cut on the offensive side of the ball.
Wow. And for those that don't remember, when I was talking with Link about the that would be Lincoln Kennedy. I'm sorry, a little bit. When we were talking, people were saying, well, Link, what do you think about the offensive line? And I think Kenna is the one that said, hey, what about Thayer Mumford coming in and playing one of the guards? Lincoln said, and thank you for reiterating this, Matt Marinovich, right now Thayer Mumford is the swing tackle. So Lincoln said it would probably not behoove the Raiders to have Mumford play a lot of guard if he is the projected swing tackle. But if and Thayer Mumford has all of that experience, I mean, wow. I'll be honest there, Tom. I think that Mumford gets like his scholarship renewed because of that, because the fact that he's a swing tackle. I think he gets his scholarship renewed, but I think that maybe next year that if the kids that they picked at 98 and 99, and
I think Caleb Rogers, the guard, I think he makes it. He might even challenge for a starting job. Charles Grant, the tackle, is the other guy that they picked up. And again, let's not forget about our guy Dalton Wagner. If Dalton Wagner comes back and makes a statement, he's a big guy who can move quite a bit. That's a guy we didn't have in the mix last year, and of course Jordan Meredith comes back as well. So you've got some good depth pieces in there that could squeeze a guy or two out that you might not have expected. So that's the reason why I said Mumford. So it's not that I don't like him. It's not that I don't think he's a good player. It's just that you only have a limited number of spots on that line. So again, there's going to be a lot of competition.
Yeah,
which is what Pete wants.
Yeah, and it's like I don't remember. Do you remember me like banging the Wagner drum for like last year? And the year
I was too. I was all year.
You can't coach up 6'7" or 6'8" and 300 something pounds. You can't coach that. You can't coach that. It's side.
Well, listen, Jack, I've got to run, as I mentioned, but let me go ahead. Let me plan on jumping in with you next week, and I'll look forward to hearing from Coach Defense, and because I want to get and talk to about some Chargers stuff, and I want to ask him about Justin Herbert's eyes.
Okay. Well, definitely watch the show Tuesday and get in the comments section.
I will.
Get in the comments section, and we love having you part. I know I got to shut up.
All right.
Tom,
all right,
aka
Jack,
Raider Fester. Raider
thank
Fester.
You, everybody.
Get the jersey, brother. We love you. Thanks again, man.
I'll talk to you. All right. Thanks. Bye.
And I do this. I'm sorry, Tom. I do talk a lot. I apologize. So I know it's like, dude, I gotta go. I admit that. I hear it. I gotta shut up. And Matt Marinovich, I don't know if there is any sane Charger fans. Oh, okay. Thank you there, Steen. The Fight Like Grimm t-shirts are available for pre-order. Is that the ones that TNBC picked up? Because I'm definitely, and for folks that don't know, and Angelo, yeah. Okay, thank you. Matt Marin. Okay, I'm going to say who the sane Charger fans are, other than the super fans that I know, because the super fans that I know, the Charger super fans that I know, are sane. They're super fans, but they're sane. Okay? Coach defense, obviously. Bolt Brothers podcast. Sane. And good guys. DZ, who does the Wild Wild West show, sane. Again, Charger super fans that I know, and there's names that I don't remember. Sane. Piano Man? Fuck. No way. And I said that. I did say that. I hope that, I don't know if you had that out there. DZ. Sane, great guy. I don't know anybody else. Right off the top of the bat, we got Coach Defense, Bolt Brothers, DZ, Charger fans that are sane and know their shit. So, but be sure to watch the Coach Defense show. I'm not sure what I will be fucked up if I don't remember what the channel is. But go the Coach Defense podcast on YouTube. Tuesday, we will have a show. I don't remember what the fucking time is. But go look for a show. Now, get through the other things. And yeah, Jack, you know I like these. And Matt Rins says Coach G was pretty cool. Yeah. Here's the thing that I really need to talk about. Last Thursday, we did a show espousing our buddy Raider Grimm. Or GrimmRaider. Y'all know who he is. Thomas has been a super fan for a long time. He has so much that he does for the kids, for kids' cancer. And unfortunately, he himself was dealt with the nasty blow of actually having to deal with cancer himself. So there are t-shirts available. Fight Like Grimm. All of the proceeds go to Thomas. Fight Like Grimm. Get yourself a t-shirt. Support the cause. He also, if you go back to my Thursday show, at the end of the Thursday show, there's a bunch of different things. A Zelle, a GoFundMe, a Cash App. Watch that show. For Tom. I'm buying a t-shirt. I'll probably I don't know if I'm gonna wear it to the home opener, but maybe I could wear it underneath my gear. That's possible. But they're also short sleeves, so actually short sleeve would be great. But it is a Monday night game, so it's not as hot on a Monday night game. We'll see. But yeah. Get your t-shirts to support Grimm. Fight Like Grimm. Yeah, and thank you. The short videos, all the information for Grimm are only 60 seconds. I know Angelo put them out. Now, Angelo, while I got you here, they're in like my YouTube in the back, right? Where I just need to push watch or push to the channels. I think so. Yeah, I know I did it before with the Lincoln Kennedy ones. So I will. Did you do that already for me, or I know I mean, I will. Do I have to do it again? You got to Captain Jack Rackham YouTube under. Okay, got it, under the shorts. So I'll look. I know you did. And by the way, again, I thank Angelo for all the hard work that he does doing these things. He does a lot of hard work. So I will go after this show because I'm on like the hour 50-minute mark. Oh, and yeah, Steampunk. I like your products. I didn't use it today, but Steampunk has great beard products. Both, the oil and the butter and the beard's awesome. It smells better. It does smell better. It's nice. So Steampunk has his beard products. Other people have beard products, but I'm going to say that Steampunk's products are the ones that I've used most recently, and they are fantastic. There are other people that have beard products as well. So support Steampunk on his beard product stuff, because I can honestly say they make my beard. Again, I didn't use it today. That's why it's kind of like I got raggedy ass beard today. But Steampunk has his beard products. Oh, okay. So I don't have to do it. Okay. Thanks there, Angelo. I thought I had to do that as well. But again, thank you there, Angelo. I know you did the shorts. I thought I had to push them again too. That's why I asked. Yeah, keep watching the short videos for Grimm. Help us out. Did the little raider? He's doing okay, right? Kenna? Because I know we were doing that Jeff was doing stuff for him too. I hope he's doing okay. I haven't been able to keep up. And thank you there, Steampunk. Be good, partner. I'll see you soon. Kenna, he can fucking come into the show. He has the key. He has the keys to the studio. And yes, I'd like to make him a mod. I don't remember how to do it. I don't remember how. I'm serious. I'm gonna play fucking old man stupid shit on that. I don't remember how. I'm sure I have to do it in YouTube. I can't do it here in StreamYard. Maybe I'll go. I think that if I have the YouTube link up, maybe that's why I have to do the YouTube link while I'm doing the show. Okay. Wait a second. Pain in my fucking ass, dude. Okay. You want it? You got it, Kenna. YouTube, Captain Jack. Okay. I will look at here. Okay. Bring it over here. The sound's gonna come on. You have to jump in because I know it'll pop in like right quick. Is it okay? I got a spinning circle. Okay. Yep. See, See, I knew this was going to happen. There. Okay. There. I had to catch the. Yes, he's earned it. Of course, he's earned it. Name, man. Okay. Let's see here. Raider Transmit Angelo. Add as moderator. There you go. Can manage blocked words and standard. No, he can do there. There you go. You know why I couldn't fucking do it before? Because I was doing it in StreamYard. Okay, so Angelo is a moderator. Okay, Angelo's a moderator. There was somebody else I wanted to add. I can't remember. Just busting your balls. I get it. I get it. Sometimes I have to do shit. Okay, because I see Winchell is a moderator. I know Matt Marinovich is. Okay. So now, Raider Transplant Angelo, if he makes another fucking comment, it'll show that he is a moderator. Oh, fuck. I lost the fucking channel. Okay. Fucking A. There you go. Raider Transplant Angelo is a moderator. He has the keys to the fucking studio, dude. He can do things that you can't do. He can come into the studio any fucking time, man. My God, man. Fuck. It was because I couldn't do it here in StreamYard. That's why I had old man brain fart shit. So now Angelo is a moderator. Great. Angelo wet his pants if he's a moderator. Hey, Kenna, now that I remembered how to do it, don't piss me off. I appreciate it. Anyway, it's time to go. Jay Jackson, good to see you, brother. I'm about ready to he's over on Instagram. Jay Jackson, come to YouTube. Please come to YouTube. But next time, because I'm ending the show now. So there it is. Anna is still a moderator for now. Pain in my fucking ass. And here it is. I will put the Angelo comment. Notice the wrench. She's a moderator. Make sure to check out the short videos on the Captain Jack IG and Facebook page so you can support Grimm. No, shit. Angelo would have to fuck up real bad because other than putting me in like a YouTube timeout once, and go call him. And yeah, tomorrow, Jack, he's gonna watch a movie. Ed, you know what? You got some business and some stuff to take care of as well, sir. Please, if possible. And remember, get your beard products from my boy Steampunk. Great shit. And I agree with this one from Hot Neil. Thank you. Everyone have a great night. I'm gonna bounce out. Y'all take care. Good night to everybody. We got Raider Angelo Transplant. Now he's a moderator. I apologize from the bottom of my fucking heart, Jack. He has the keys to the fucking kingdom, man. Angelo, it was not me doing it deliberately. I swear, it was not me. Good night, everybody. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Raider Nation. Take care. We will see you Tuesday night on Coach Defense Podcast YouTube. Oh, I know he's messing with me. I know he's messing with me. It's just a pain in my ass. Because I know, here's the other thing, Angelo. I knew if it bothered you that much, you would tell me. But now I've taken care of it. Take care, everybody. We'll see you Tuesday night, Coach Defense Podcast. Look for it on YouTube. And then we'll be back on Thursday. And maybe I can get a hold of Peggy and we'll do a show sometime soon. I know that we'll be back again with, I know T3. T3 will be on again. Great shit with T3. That's why I like having people on. I know you don't like to listen just to me. No. There's only so much of that. So we'll see you. Take care, everybody. And shit, I'm gonna end the stream now. Don't even no outro. We'll see you. Raider Nation, fucking A. We'll see you. We're gonna be a lot better.